nightmare.
Activate.
Okay, question number 1. The picture shows a diamond ring. Question 1a, diamond is a form of carbon. A carbon atom has 6 electrons. Draw the electronic structure of a carbon atom. So first of all, we need to remember that in the first shell we can only fit 2 electrons, and in the second shell we can fit up to 8. Okay, so in the first shell we're going to draw 2, and in the second shell we're going to draw 8. That's 2 there. And because carbon doesn't have enough to have 8, we're going to have to draw just the remaining 4. Now, if you were to be asked about the electronic configuration of carbon, then you have to be the electronic configuration 2 and 4, because there is 2 electrons in the first shell and there is 4 electrons in the second shell, and this is the electronic configuration. Question 1b. A gold atom has an atomic number of 79 and a mass number of 197. Complete the table to show the name and number of each subatomic particle in this gold atom. So first of all, we know that the protons are going to be positive, the electrons are going to be negative, the neutrons are going to have a neutral charge. Okay, so the atomic number tells us that the number of protons is 79, and atoms will always have the same number of protons and electrons. Therefore, the number of electrons is also going to be 79. Now, to find out the number of neutrons, we have to take away the atomic number from the mass number. In this case, question 1c. The bar chart shows the composition of this gold ring. So we have the gold ring, and you have the 3 different elements that we have in that gold ring. It says give the percentage of the other 2 metals in the gold ring, silver and copper. So first of all, we need to find out what is the actual denomination or the scales that we have here on the y-axis. So if you count the squares, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, so that means that every single one of those squares is actually equivalent to 2. So if we go 1 2 3 4 5, that there is going to be 10. Now we have a look at silver. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So if it's got 8 times 2, that will be 16, which means that the silver is going to have 16%. And then when we look at copper, 1 2 3 4, that's 8.5, that will be 9, because if you trace it all the way there, it's going to be 9. Okay, so that will be 9. Question C.2. It says this gold ring is not made of 100% gold. Give 2 reasons why. So first of all, you add silver and copper to add a lot more strength into the ring, so it's not easily broken. And the second is that it is a lot cheaper to make it with a mixture of other elements, and also because pure gold is very brittle, it's soft. The diagram shows the electronic structure of 4 different atoms. You got atom A, B, C, and D. Use the chemistry datasheet to help you answer these questions. Name 2 subatomic particles in the nucleus of the atom. So the 2 subatomic particles that you have in the nucleus will be protons, which are positively charged, and neutrons, which have a charge of 0. Why is there no overall charge? Why is there no overall charge on each atom? An atom is always going to have the same number of electrons as it does protons. So if you have 5 electrons, it's going to have 5 protons, and the charges will cancel each other out. Okay. Why is atom A unreactive? Atoms can have 2 electrons in the first shell, it can have up to 8 electrons in the second shell. Okay, so that means that they have a full outer shell, and that's why they are unreactive. However, because atom A only has 2 electrons in this outermost shell, it has a full outer shell, and therefore is unreactive. Which two of these atoms have similar properties? Give reasons for your answer. Because they have the same number of electrons in an outermost shell, that means that they're both in the same group, therefore they have similar properties. The sun produces helium atoms from hydrogen atoms by nuclear fission reactions. We got the hydrogen and then you got the helium, okay? Describe the differences in atomic structure of hydrogen atoms and helium atoms. So we have this here, that's the first difference, second difference, and then the third difference. B. The sun consists of 73% hydrogen and 25% helium. The rest is other elements. One of the other elements in the sun is neon. Use the chemistry datasheet to help you answer these questions. Complete the diagram to show the electronic structure of neon atom. Okay, so why is neon in the same group as the periodic table as helium? Why is neon in the same group in the periodic table as helium?